Hello, this is Jeff from JoBeMac Studios. Today we're going to review a CNC machine. We're going to review the WizMaker Artisan 01. They called us and they reached out to us, or they contacted us and said that, hey, we would like you to review a laser. We've already done a few laser reviews, so we said, how about something different? We'd like to do a CNC machine. So they were really nice enough to send us this machine. This is just a review of the machine. We're going to give you our honest opinion of it. We'll point out things that we found wrong with it, some things that happen, and we'll point out some of the good things with it, and let you know what we think of it overall. We're going to be doing a series of videos with some simple projects, kind of help the laser person be able to make that transition to CNC and learn some more aspects about CNC and how to be creative with a CNC machine. As we start with the unboxing, it was packaged very well. It was a lot of engineering just went into the packing of it. So here we have the everything that came with the machine all laid out. The power pack, we've got the 300-watt spindle, the cables, tools, wrenches, a couple of sample bits, small little brush to do some cleaning on it. The machine itself went together very well. Very easy to put together. The directions are fine to read. They weren't too detailed. They didn't explain too much, but just enough to get the machine together. It was very light, very easy to handle with one person. Like lining up the screws and getting them all set were very easy. The tools they gave with the machine were fairly good. They did a great job of just getting everything together. Put on the cable run here. That was a little challenge with some small screws, but it was very good quality built. I was very impressed with it. The connectors went together fairly well. You just want to look at them and make sure you have them going in the correct direction, and that they'll snap in most places. So after we got it together, we did a little test run with it using the controller. Moves in increments. We tested the X, Y, Z axis. Everything moved really smooth and really well. And it was very easy to control with the controller. We did a dry run test job, loaded a test job. We're using candle that comes with the machine, and that's running the job. We just didn't want to put a bit in it. We wanted to keep it in safe places, make sure that we had everything configured right, and it went together fairly well. This is the controller. You can select different things. You don't have to have a computer to run it. It does make it a little easier though to use the computer. This is us getting the job ready together in Vectrix and getting ready to run it. We're doing the WizMaker logo using a 1/8 inch spiral downcut bit, just a simple piece of poplar spray painted black. This vise works really great. I really like the vise. When you're trying to hold the job down, this did a great job on it. The machine ran really smooth. Everything came out really well finished. Everything was right on the mark where it should be. So here we are with our finished job. A little bit of cleaning up. Taking it out of the vise. Here, as you can see, it did really nice clean lines, everything nice and straight. Getting ready for our second job here, we're using some masking on a piece of mahogany. So we'll get this ready to go. Masking helps when you go to do finish on jobs. Again, we're using the 1/8 inch downward cut spiral bit. That makes a much cleaner surface cut. Does not eject the sawdust as well, but it does make it a nice clean cut. Now with the mask still on it, we're able to hit it with a little bit of spray paint. This way we'll have the nice contrast. All those lines will be filled with black paint. And then once it's dry, we're able to take our weeding tool and be able to start taking the mask off. So by peeling the mask off and the nice clean cuts, you end up with a really nice looking piece of mahogany with the black, which is very contrasting. So we didn't like the hold downs that came with the machine, so we designed our own. We did make our own using this machine, which is great because it was good size. We could make our own hold down with it using Plaxter screws and going into the inserts. It doesn't have T-rails, it has inserts, which is fine. We're gonna go over, one of our videos will be how we made the hold down, and we'll also have some plans available for you. It's fairly simple. It's 80 millimeters center on center for the hold down holes, which is might help you out. Here we are using our new hold down system that we had. It's made out of simple MDF, and we use plastic screws to hold everything down. The reason why you want to do that is in case you have a little confusion, a little accident, and the CNC bit goes off the project. You don't want to have it break on anything that's metal. This is a project that CNC machines are very good at, making cribbage boards. The redundancy of drilling holes, and they continue to be accurate. With drilling the holes, they're all the same space, equal depth. I think for the price and the quality, I think this is a good machine for laser makers to start getting into CNC. So my opinion that this machine is, I liked it, it was really good. It's a 420 by 420 millimeter, which is about 16.5 inch workable area. 90, I believe it's 90 millimeters in the Z-axis. We were able to do a couple projects with it. As we were doing that, we found a few things. For one thing, the light is blinking in some sort of random pattern. Not sure why that is, but the light's not a major showstopper. The other issue we had was the three-piece dust collecting system. We were running a job and it fell apart basically. So I looked at it and I didn't think that the middle piece needed to be separate from the top piece. So we glued it and made it one piece. The brush piece seems to hold on pretty good. I think the brushes are a little short for some of the standard bits once you put it all on. It was also a little stiff, so it tends to push it around a little bit. But it worked very well. The dust collection system worked great. I think it's a good little system, maybe a little tweaking on that. We had some other issues here. The controller is supposed to be magnetic and hold on, but it tends not to hold on very well, and doesn't even really feel like there's a magnet there. It tends to fall off when the machine's running, so I tend to put it off to the side. So, I thought the machine went really well. By looking at the jobs that we did, it was very accurate. You do need candle to kind of run the machine. It was very easy to learn, and it's pretty interesting how it shows how the machine's running and converting into code. They did send a copy of Candle and some sample files with the machine. Candle is an interface between your computer and the CNC machine. It sends the jobs to the CNC machine, and it also monitors the progress. You can also position the start position, the XYZ position to get the job started. Candle is not a design software. You will need some sort of design and software that will also create the G code. We use VCarve Pro. to do our design and also to create the G code. You will have to get into the VCarve Pro and make some parameters for a machine. They don't have those, they don't have a list that you can pick for this machine. I'm sure at some point that they will have it, but you will have to set your parameters. Basically, you're setting your size and how you want the G code, what type of format you want it to come out. Looking at the build of the machine, I thought it was built very well. There's not much play. I did find that there was some play in the Z-axis, but so far it doesn't seem to have really affected anything. We do have a call into them about that. Linear rails, everything is on linear rails. There's no belts. Belts are not driving anything on here, so you find this machine to be very accurate. The gantry is nice and solid. Overall, I was pretty impressed with it. You know, it is just one, because it's a smaller machine, it is using just one motor to drive the X, Y, Z axis, not two motors. But with a smaller machine, I don't think that's a problem. We're going to be doing a whole series of videos with all the accessories that came with the machine. We're going to put on the 500-watt spindle and put that through the test paces and run that. We're going to look at the fourth axis, and this will be the first time with us being able to use a fourth axis on a CNC machine. We're pretty excited about that. We'll do a review of some of the other accessories that came with it, like the clamp, which was a great little piece to add onto it. Also, the awesome little vacuum cleaner that came with it, the dust collection, and you need dust collection with a CNC machine. WizMaker was really great to send us all the accessories. They do come separate. When you go to buy the machine, you'll have to buy everything separate, but they are very good quality, well worth it. If you got something out of this video, please take a moment to like and share it, even follow us. It helps us out a lot, and so we can keep bringing you some more videos like this.